All right, hello and welcome. Let's get started. So, we're going to do our NG word game. As you know, for this game, you'll need a partner. So, have a look around you and see if you can find a partner. 次の NG ワードゲームは、ペアでやります。なので、誰か、ペアと組んで、やりましょもし人数が合わなかったら、一つのグループ3人でも構いません。Okay, so I'll give you about 30 seconds to find your partner. 30秒で、パートナーを組みましょ Okay, I'm gonna show you the first card. まもなく1番目の、言葉を示す。Before we do that, please choose with your partner who will be going first today. Uh, you can use the phrases I'll go first if you want to give the hint first, or you can say you can go first if you want your partner to go first. Like I'll go first is 私は先ね. You can go first is 先にどうぞ. Okay? Please choose with your partner who will go first. Okay, if you are not giving the hint first, please go ahead and close your eyes. When I say open your eyes, you can open again. Okay, so close your eyes. I will show the first card in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Da da. Okay, hopefully that's enough time. So please open your eyes. You have 1 minute to and not guess and give the hints. Are you ready? 3, 2, 1, start. Okay, that's enough time. The answer for this one is dessert, or in Japanese, desato. The pronunciation is quite different between Japanese and the English. Dessert versus dessert. Dessert. Uh, and I basically this can be any kind of sweet thing. Usually right after dinner, 夜ご飯後。It's not very healthy, 健康的でない but it's usually basically all sweet. すごく甘いものばかり。Remember, you can give examples like cake or cookies or what else do we have? It could even be fruit. But anyway, that's our first one. Okay, so if you were giving a hint, this time you're going to close your eyes. And if you were guessing, you're going to open your eyes and you are going to switch your role. 次、交代します。ヒント側の人は目閉じてください。逆に目を閉じてたものは目を開いてください。Alright, I'm gonna show you the next answer in 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, open your eyes. Now you have 1 minute to guess the answer. 3, 2, 1, start. Okay, that should be enough time. And the answer for this one was croissants. In Japanese, the pronunciation is quite different. We have this croissant, whereas in English we have croissants. Most important point is lastly, の音がつけてくる croissant. So in this case, my hint, it comes from France. It's a type of bread. It's very light. Um, you might say you buy it at a bakery, or it's, if you know the word fluffy, you could say fua fua na pan, very fluffy bread. Okay, let's go to our next word. So switch your partner. If your eyes were open, now they're closed. Okay, switch 交代しましょう。Okay, everybody got their eyes closed? 皆さん、目閉じてますか? I'm gonna show you the next one in 3, 2, 1. Okay, open your eyes. It's time to start in 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, the answer for this one is recommend. おすすめする. Now this is a verb action. So it's gonna have the する という形. If you want to say in terms of a noun or 名詞, you would say recommendation instead of recommend. And so in this case, I gave an idea of giving someone advice or giving an idea on what to buy, sharing what you like. These are all different recommendations. You could also give an example. For example, 例として you could say, my favorite movie, I want you to watch too. I tell you the good points. So this would be a recommendation. Okay, we're gonna go to our last word for today. So let's switch. 交代しましょう. I'll show you the next answer in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, open your eyes. Now you have 1 minute for this as well. 3, 2, 1, start. Okay, that's 1 minute. So the answer this time was customer or 顧客, お客様. The hints I gave this time were like this. The key point is they kind of buy things. That's customers' biggest point. Or they pay for a service, which is kind of could not just be a thing. You need to be polite to customers as a staff. And also I've said the opposite of staff. So staff no hantai or 逆. These are kind of hints you could get. So today we're going to be practicing with a staff and a customer, and we'll see how that goes. Listening strategy について振り返りましょう. So we had these four parts of a strategy. The first one was infer. This means you look at the person and the surroundings and try to work out who they are and what they're going to talk about. 1番目は infer 察する。話してる人を見て、どの服を着てるのか、どのようなところにあるのか、どのような話をする人でしょうと考えましょう. Number two is predict. So you look at the environment or the parties involved and try and guess what kind of thing they're going to talk about. 場面、関わる人から予想できる話の内容。For example, we talked about if there's a teacher in a classroom, we might predict that it's a lesson. If it's many students and no teacher, we might predict it's lunchtime. 教師が教室にいるなら、授業でしょう。で、学生同士、だけでしたら、もしかしたら昼休みで、先生は授業の話、昼休みは雑談みたいな予測することができます。Next, we're gonna listen for gist. This is 大体の話を理解しようとする。Remember, it's hard to understand every single word. 言葉をここに理解しようとしたら、大変、頭には、中は大変なことになって、instead, we want to try and pick up some keywords and work out the main idea from that. その代わりに、キーワードをピックアップして、それから大体の話を予測することができます。Lastly, we can listen for details. Create a goal and try to listen to meet that goal. 一つの目的を達成するために、あらかじめ目的をつけて、そのために聞く。For example, just listening to catch the time, or just listening to understand the person's feeling. 時間だけを聞き取ろうとするか、人の気持ちを理解する、するだけことに集中したりすることができます。Alright, so that's our listening strategy, and I want to try practicing this strategy again today. So we're gonna watch some videos of people ordering. So let's listen and see. Can you pick up any keywords from his video? Let's have a look.
Hello, can I please get the Starbucks cola, please? One frappuccino, please.
From here on to go?
4 here.
Here.
Use this.
Okay, you can use.
Thank you.
はい、使ってください。
Oh, thank you very much.
お
Thank
待
you.
ちください。Thank you.
Hello. Hi. What is your recommendation? What is your recommendation? What do you recommend? What do you recommend? Recommend. おすすめ。
Okay, so that's our first video in English. So please turn to your partner and see what keywords did you guys hear? パートナーを見つけて、で、どんなキーワード聞き取れたかを交換しましょう。You guys will have 30 seconds to share your keyword. 30秒あります。Alright. Did you find your partner? Start. Okay, what keywords did you hear? Here are some examples. So one, he said cola. This means he's probably ordering a drink because cola is a common drink in McDonald's. I think everybody probably heard a recommendation. What is your recommendation? And he even translates at the end, おすすめ. So he wanted to know what's a popular menu item. 何が人気なのか聞きたかった。Then lastly, he also got asked a question for here or to go. Here, koko. So this is talking about for here, which is tennai, versus to go, which is mochikairi. So these were some of the exchanges they had. Now next, I want you to focus on our strategy, listen for details. I want you just to try and answer this question. How does the customer start their order each time? Let's watch the video one more time.
One frappuccino. Hello, can I please get the Starbucks cola,
Okay.
please? One frappuccino.
Okay. So, can you answer the question? How do they start their order? What was the words he used? Okay, so the answer for this one is, can I please get that? Let's watch one more time.
Hello, can I please get the Starbucks cola?
Okay, you can see it in the subtitles.
Hello,
Here. Could I please get, I actually heard his and, but could I please get the, and then he made his order. So could I please get, can I please get, both of these are possible. This time he's using could I. Okay, let's look at the next recording. Okay, so let's start by inferring what is going to happen here. We can see that she's in a cafe, and this time it's not Japan anymore, it's another country. So let's expect her order, and let's listen for any key words that are going to help us understand her order. Are you ready? Let's go.
Hi, so can I have one latte?
Yeah, sure. For here, we'll take a
Takeaway.
or cash.
By card.
Okay, that's it. So, one more time. What keywords could you catch? Please turn to your partner and share with them. どんなキーワード聞き取れたかパートナーと共有しましょう。You guys have 30 seconds. Okay, so what were some keywords we can pick up? I believe she ordered a latte, which is a kind of coffee. She got asked for here or take away. Now this is different to the last one. For wait here or to go. Take away is another way to say mochikairi. She also got asked card or cash. Now here card is talking about a credit card or credit card. So this is gonna be the payment method. 支払い方法. Okay, now let's go back to our goal. What does the or how does the customer start their order? Let's watch one more time and see how they started.
Hi, so can I have one latte?
Okay, did you catch that? How did she start her order? See, if you know, share it with your partner now, just quickly. Okay, let's come back. Let's look at it one more.
Hi, so can I have one latte?
Okay, this time it was not could I have, but we can see can I have. Both of these are okay, both are polite, and yeah, this is another way you can make an order. Okay, let's go to our next video. Okay, here we are. So, where are we? Looks like another cafe, and it looks like it's outside of Japan. So, what do we expect? It's gonna be another ordering video. また注文の、予測ができそうですね。Let's listen for keywords to find out about the order.
Hi, can I have that croissant? This one.
This
No, this one, and then this sandwich
here.
here. And then one cafe latte, and then one Americano.
Okay, so that's our first video. Start with the keywords. What keywords could you catch? Turn to your partner and share. You have 30 seconds. Okay, so did you hear what she ordered? We had croissants, we had sandwich, which is going to be our sandal. We had Americano, which is a kind of a coffee, I believe. He also said, or the staff asked her a question. Staff から質問ありました. She said, which one? And the reply was, this one. So, which one is a question which means どれ? And the answer she gave, this one, is これ. このクロワッサン. So, if you ever are unsure about how to pronounce or how to say a menu item, you can use this. もし、どうすれば発音できるとか、なんて言えばいいかわからない場合、you can use this one or this and point with your finger. 手で指さして this one と言うと、伝わるでしょう。So that's a good one to remember. Okay, let's go to our regular question. How does the customer start their order? Let's listen.
Hi, can I have that croissant?
Okay, this time it was pretty long. I think you could all see this. Can I have that croissant? So we've got could I have, and twice we've had can I have. So these are the two patterns we're seeing commonly. この2つのパターンがよく見てる. Okay, we're gonna go to our next video. Okay, so we can see this time we're in a Starbucks, and this time the location is Australia. Let's focus on the keywords and try and pick up what's going on. 今回のオーストラリアでの注文のキーワードを聞き取りましょう. Ready?
Hi, can I get sorry, the tall latte please? That's all. Yeah. Do you take cash? Hero. Yep. Thanks, Matt.
日本人はイングリッシュネームあった方がスムーズ。
Okay, so let's turn to your partner and once more, let's try and pick up our keywords. What keywords could you hear? You have 30 seconds. 30秒で、何のキーワードだったか話してみましょ Okay, could you catch the keywords? This time, one of the keywords was cash. Cash. As in, do you take cash? This is asking, is 現金 okay? 現金でよろしいですか? You can use this phrase, do you take cash? In the same way as we can use, do you take cards? Do you take credit cards? でカードはよろしいで、を使っても大丈夫ですかみたいな質問になります。One question from the staff was, anything else? Anything else? This question means, 他に何か他にございませんか The answer he gave was, that's all. That's all. That's all. This phrase means, 以上です。大丈夫です。That's all. Anything else? That's all. Okay, let's see if we can answer our last question. How does the customer start their order? Let's watch the beginning of the video.
ば英語で注文。
Hi, can I get sorry, the tall latte, please?
Okay, could you catch it? How did he start his order? The answer was, can I get a? Let's watch one more time.
Hi, can I get sorry, the tall latte?
Let's take it back.
Hi, can I get
So can I get a large? But he kind of hesitate. Can I get a? This is a good technique to know. If you are not sure, you can drag out the sound to make it longer and buy yourself time. これは便利な、コツの一つ。もし自分に、考える時間が必要だったら、音を伸ばして相手に考えてると伝えることができます。Can I get a is much better than can I get a if you just stop the person is gonna be a little bit worried. 急に止まっちゃったら相手が心配になる。But if you show I'm thinking by saying, can I get a they're gonna wait patiently. 相手が、まあ、丁寧にっていうか、まあ、待ってくれるでしょう。Okay, so we have one more video to watch. Let's have a look. Okay, this time looks like we are in America and we are at some kind of a Starbucks. So let's listen to the order and try to pick up some keywords. キーワードを聞いてみましょ
What can I get for you?
Can I get a tall ice mocha?
size?
Tall size.
Oh, tall size mocha. Do you want a hotter ice?
Ice.
Ice? Okay.
And extra whipped cream.
What was that?
Extra whipped cream.
Extra whipped cream?
And chocolate drizzle.
Okay.
And grande iced black coffee. No sugar.
Okay.
That's it. Yeah, that's it.
824. Can I have your name?
Okay, that's the end of the video. So, what keywords could you pick up? Turn to your partner and share. 何のキーワード聞いたんでしょうか? Okay, so this time, it was a very long order. すごく長いオーダーでした. We had a grande, we had a latte, many drinks she ordered. One more time from the staff. We heard anything else at the end. This time she answered what? That's it. That's it. This is also meaning 以上です。いくつか、答えられる言葉はいくつかもある。おすすめするのは一つだけ、自分で覚えて使うこと。I recommend you just choose one or maybe two words to use for yourself in your own language. Very strong point in the middle. She said, and when she was trying to decide, 決めようとしてるときに、and っていう、伸ばし棒みたいにつけてて、this is what I was talking about before. It's a good way to show your partner that you're busy thinking. これは、相手に考え中ということを伝える方法の一つ。Okay, let's try and listen. How does this customer start their order? Let's have a look.
What can I get for you?
Can I get a tall iced mocha?
Okay, did you catch it? Let's check. Can I get a? Okay, so with this we have could I have a, can I have a, and lastly 2 times we got can I get a. So all of these are very common ways to order. これは全部普通に使われている、普段から使われている、実際の注文の仕方。So, it's good to choose one that you like and use it to make the orders. Okay, so for this next part, we're gonna be looking at some popular Japanese foods. 次は人気の日本の、食事の英語を紹介したいと思います。And so I looked at what are the top top 10 popular foods in Japan and what's the English. So 日本のトップ10の、日本人からしたトップ10の、食事。Alright, let's look at that. So first one is this. Okay. Do you know the Japanese? I think you do. This one's got pork in it, but in general, what would you call this? So turn to your partner and see if in the next, let's say 20 seconds, can you guys figure out how can you say this Japanese food in English? 次の2秒間で、パートナーこなして、この食べ物をどうやって英語で伝えられるでしょうか? Alright, are you ready? Let's chat. Any ideas? Okay, the answer for this one is miso soup. So, 味噌汁が味噌soup. That's the small change, simple, but if you remember, you can get this across. Okay, let's look at the next one. There it is. Okay, so do you know what this is? Yeah, I think you do. Yeah, this one is gonna be yakiniku, right? So, in English, how do we say that? Go. Okay, you ready? The answer for this one, we can call this barbecue. Now, barbecue is a little different because it's more general, もっと一般的な言葉, but this is probably the best translation we can do. Okay, ready for the next one? What's this? That's right, this is nikujaga. How do we say this in English? Change your partner and discuss. 英語では何て言うんでしょうか? パートナーと一緒に話してみましょう. Okay, here's the answer. This food we can translate pretty simply as meat and potato stew. So a little bit long, but this is the basic one. If you think about the ingredients, it's not too hard. Okay, are you ready for the next one? Here it is. What's this? That's right, this one, it's sukiyaki. How do we say this in English? Discuss with your partner. Okay, so the answer for this one is hot pot. It's a little bit strange, but it's basically 食べる料理, right? We use the big pot. It's always very hot. And the reason for this is actually, so this time it was sukiyaki, but basically any boiled vegetable and meat mix is gonna be hot pot. つまり、鍋を使う料理一般が、ホットポットと言われてる。なぜなら海外、そんなにないので、そちらから見ると全部一緒に見える。 日本のすき焼き、中国の、鍋料理、全部ホットポットという装飾の言葉で説明してます。Okay, let's go to the next one. Do you guys know what is this? Okay, this is sashimi. How could you get sashimi across in English? Talk to your partner, see if you guys can figure it out. Okay, so sashimi in English, we can describe this as raw seafood. Seafood alone is going to be kaisen. So adding raw, nama, we can show that you eat sashimi without cooking it. So raw seafood. And this would also include some other things, not just the fish, but for example, crab could also be part of it. Okay, let's look at the next one. What's this? Yeah, I think you know. It's udon. Udon. How could we say that in English? Have a think. Okay, so this one is not so hard. When you think about udon, what is udon? Is it rice? No, it's men. And how do we say men in English? We say noodles. So udon noodles. Now some people, if you say udon, they're gonna understand. ある人はわかる. But if you add noodles to the end, anybody can understand. Noodles を付け足すと、知らない人でもすぐにわかる。ラーメンも同じ。ラーメンとか、そうめんとか、if you say そうめん noodles, people will understand. それで通じる。Okay? How about this next one? This is actually quite a challenge. Now we know that this is tonkatsu. Any idea how can we get this across in English? Talk with your partner. Okay, so the answer for this one, first of all, we need to think about the meat that's used. And that's going to be our pork. And then the name is based on the way in which it's cut. This is called a pork cutlet. It's kind of easy to remember. Katsu becomes cutlet. Okay, let's try the next one. Oh, you said the answer? Yeah, tempura. So, what's tempura in English? How can we get across? Talk with your partner. Okay, I think this is quite difficult to get across in English. Maybe somebody talked about fried vegetables. Maybe you tried to describe the outer part as breadcrumb vegetables or breadcrumb shrimp? But actually, it's a trick answer. This one we can call tempura. Tempura is English? Yeah, it kind of is now. 天ぷらは、すごく人気があって、大体世界中天ぷらでいたらわかる人が多い。うちのおばあさんでさえ、天ぷらが通じるので、天ぷらそのまま使っても大丈夫だと思います。Let's look at the next food. What is this? I think you might be able to get this one. Talk with your partner. Okay, here it is. The answer is fried chicken. Okay, not so hard. Fried chicken, right? And this one, key point is fried. You want to be careful of the pronunciation here. So this is a little bit different to zangi, I think. If we want to say zangi, it's kind of specific to 北海道。ザンギっていうと、それは北海道に、人気あるものである、作られたもの。So, if we want to say ザンギ, how would we change that? We could say 北海道 style fried chicken. 北海道 style fried chicken. で、これは北海道風のフライチキンみたいな言葉になるけど、大体通じる。Okay, let's look at our next one. What's this? Oh, you know the answer? Yeah, that's right. This is sushi. And the English for this is also sushi. Yeah, I think you know this is already very popular around the world. First of all, I want you guys to look at this. Rin's Japanese restaurant. In this menu, you can see there's the 10 foods that we just practiced. このメニューには、10個の練習してきた、食べ物がある。And you can pick this menu in detail if you go to our course webpage. So let's try doing that now. I'm gonna open up the browser. I'm gonna go to campus portal. I'm gonna log in. I'll go to one of the English classes. And if we have a look here, we have restaurant menu there, example restaurant menu. So let's open that now. And you can see the PDF. You can zoom in and out and whatever. But basically, here is our menu. So let's take a moment on your computer, open up this menu and have a look at the menu items. 自分のパソコンでこの PDF を、コースページから開いてみましょう。Okay, so hopefully you had enough time to look through the menu. Now you'll notice this text is very difficult to read. このテクストは結構読みづらいですね。Also, it's very long. It says 5-piece fresh sushi set with wasabi sauce. すごく長いですね。When I introduced, I only said this is sushi. 紹介したとき、これが寿司だけと言いました。So, when you are at the restaurant, often it's gonna be very long name like this. レストランに行くときは、こういう長い名前の食事が多い。Why? Because it looks delicious. ネイティブの人がこれを読むと、ちょっと、イメージとしてすごく美味しく見えてくるので、その風に書いてあります。But when you order, you can use the regular name. 注文するときは、普通に、一言で大丈夫です。So, don't do this. この風にはしなくて大丈夫です。Hey, could I get a 5-piece fresh sushi set with wasabi sauce, please? そのことは必要ない。Instead, do like this. その代わりにこんな風にする。Hey, could I get the sushi, please? これだけで大丈夫です。That's more than enough. So, that's my recommendation. But because it's written like this, you will need to remember the name. この風に書いてあるので、さっき紹介した英語を思い出す必要があるでしょう。We also have drinks down here: coffee, tea, espresso, green tea, ginger ale, orange juice, and we also have some dessert. We have our tiramisu cake and our chocolate parfait. So now that we have our menu, next let's look at how we can order. Now I have given one example of how to do that over here. In this menu, you can check once again by yourself by going to the course webpage, opening it up, and next we can look at 注文やり取りの例, example of ordering language. So let's open that up and have a short read of that, maybe just 1 minute or a little bit more. Okay, hopefully that's enough time. So let's explain this order. So over here we have 注文練習, practice the order, and we have a 店員さん, right? This is the staff. Over here we have the customer. Now the staff asks first, are you ready to order? Now this ready is talking about 準備. So 注文する準備はよろしいですか? Is the kind of thing they're asking here. Now customer says, yeah, I'm ready, which means 大丈夫ですよ. はい. The first real question the 店員さん asks is, what would you like? And this is basically asking, ご注文は何かございますか? Kind of a question. Now the customer says, I'd like the something. And you can see there's a couple of different versions. 普通の言い方を、入れてます。I'd like the, I'll have the なんちゃら please. Could I have なんちゃら please? And so when you practice in your real life, I recommend choosing one. 自分で注文するときは一つだけを選んで使うのはおすすめします。But there's lots of different ways. いくつかの方法があります。You might remember from the video we learned before. We saw could I have, but we also saw can I have, and we also saw can I get a. The can I get a was one of the most popular ones. Can I get a は結構人気がありましたので、もしかしたらそれが一番キャジュアルな言い方かもしれない。Number one, casual way. Okay, let's continue. So, what would you like? I like that. We see this question. Anything else? Which is, 他にありますか？他に何もないんですか？ Right? We remember seeing this in the videos as well. Then we have, would you like anything to drink? So drink here is talking about 飲み物. So this would be one of the coffee or the orange juice or something. Same way. Would you like anything for dessert? This is gonna be for dessert. Then this time the customer says, no thanks. Would you like という言葉は、欲しいですかとか、it's a yes or no question. So yes, you would answer, could I have? No, we are gonna say no thanks. Then finally, last confirmation. 最後の確認は Is that everything? 以上ですか？ Everything is すべて。そう。これで全てですかみたいな質問になってるけど、以上ですかみたいな、意味。And that's all thanks. そう、それはすべてありがとう。以上です。ありがとうございます。みたいな終わり方。So, finally, alright. じゃあ、so that's one, 1, and 1, So, there's many different, 要するに、その注文を繰り返す。He's going to repeat the order. And if it's okay, the customer gonna say, yes, that's right. はい。そうですね。みたいな。Okay, I think I explained that pretty well, fully. まんべんなく説明したつもりなので、next up, we're gonna try using this. So, in your pair, choose one person to be the 店員さん and one person to be the customer, one person staff and one person customer. And we're just gonna go through this list. You can read it aloud. Are you ready to order? Yeah, I'm ready. Just to get used to this kind of back and forth. こういうやりとりになれるため。Use the menu from before. So I recommend one person have this page open. 一人がこれ開いて and one more person has the menu open. もう一人がこれ開いて and then you guys can together do the order. 二人で注文を練習することができます。So for the first order, once you guys have decided who will be staff and who will be customer, go through the script one time. 役目を決めたら、一通り一回やって、then switch and do it the other way. その後、交代してもう一回やりましょう。Alright, should be easy enough. Choose who will be staff, who will be the customer. Okay, stop if you haven't stopped already. Next, we're gonna do this again, but this time I want you to change your partner. So, so that you can practice with someone else. 今回は、もう一度やりますが、別のパートナーと一緒にやりましょう。ちょっと交代しましょう。Alright, go ahead. Find a new partner in the next 30 seconds. この30秒で新しいパートナーを見つけましょう。Okay, now, this time, the staff can read this menu, but I want the customer to try and remember these phrases and repeat without the script. 今回、店員さんはこの、スクリプトを読み上げることができますが、お客さんの方は、見ないで、思い出そうとします。So you can check the menu, that's fine, but not the script. お客さんは、メニューを見ても大丈夫ですが、スクリプトは見ない感じ。Other than that, it's going to be the same. So take a moment to look over the script and then do it once and then switch. 一通り読み上げて、その後、目をそらして、一通りやってから交代して、もう一度やります。Alright? So choose who's gonna go first, who's customer, who's staff, and then you'll have 2 minutes to practice the ordering. Go for it. It's time for the last challenge. So this time, staff and customers both can't read the script. You guys will need to remember and speak. 今回は最後のチャレンジで、店員さんもお客さんもお互いスクリプトを読めないで、一つの注文を、のやり取りを完成しなければならない。So, take the next 10 seconds, read over the script, make sure you remember, and then close it and start your final challenge. 今の次の10秒間で、スクリプトを読み上げて、目を通して、で、それから、スクリプトなしでやってみましょう。Okay? 10 seconds and then start. Okay, well done in your last challenge. Next, we're going on to a new task. I'm actually going to introduce you guys to some food from my country. 次、自分の国のニュージーランドの、食べ物を紹介したいと思います。Number one, ダダン。What's this? If you said ice cream, you're correct. Yeah, this is a hokey pokey ice cream. It's very sweet and it's number one popular in New Zealand. It actually uses honey from New Zealand So it's a little bit honey flavored. Very delicious. Number 2. What's this? If you said cookie, you're close. Oshii. This one is called a biscuit. It's called an Anzac biscuit. It's a very old biscuit, very traditional, maybe for 100 years old. 伝統的なもので100年以上作られてる。So it's kind of famous in New Zealand. My grandmother used to make it for me. おばあさんよく作ってくれた。Okay, and how about this? What's this? This is a cake? Really, no, this is not a cake because in this sweet dessert, there's no bread. パンとか使ってません。Inside is a very light egg and sugar mix. すごくふわふわな、卵と砂糖の、交わった、まあ、異物っていうか、まあ、how do we make it? So, we first grab the eggs and then we add some cream as well. And we add the fruits and we're gonna mix it all together and mixing until at the end it looks like something like this. And it's very popular with kids. It's my favorite cake. Well, it's my favorite not cake. I like it more than cake because it's not heavy. Cake と違って重くない。So you can eat a lot of it. So this is New Zealand foods. In the next activity, I want you guys to think about your own country's food, whether it's from Nepal or it's from Japan. Think about what is a food that you could introduce to your Filipino partner that is going to be interesting for them to know. 自分が、自分の国の紹介できる食べ物は何でしょうか、ちょっと独特な料理とか、自分がお気に入りの、それを、どう紹介できるか考えてもらいたい。その、先の風、just like just introduced now. And also, I want you guys to introduce our restaurant. その後、レストランも紹介してもらいたい。So let's talk about how can we introduce some restaurants for so that people understand どうやってレストランをうまく説明できますか Okay? So, next one. What is this? If you say it, you're gonna say izakaya, right? Yes? Or maybe it's a yakiniku restaurant? I don't know. How can we say this in English? Any ideas? Well, maybe you could say it's a barbecue restaurant. Maybe you could say it's a Japanese style restaurant. Maybe you could say it's a restaurant bar because we have this beer. So, いくつかの言い方があるけど、なんてか、その、総称的に伝えることが目的。We could also look at what's the food? どんな食べ物が食べられるかを見ることもできます。You could say, for example, 例えばこのふうに言う。You can eat lots of beef. You can eat delicious pork. You can eat roast vegetables. You can cook with your family. この風に伝えたらなんとなくちょっとずつ伝わってくる。Okay, next one. Have a think about this. How can we explain this restaurant? Have a think for yourself. Okay, did anybody say hot pot restaurant? Yeah, maybe that's a good idea. Or you could probably say it's uh, how do I say? It's a restaurant where you eat all soup-based meals. You could say you eat boiled, which is nirareta, boiled vegetables and boiled pork, something like this, and we can get the message across. What about this restaurant? How could we explain this? This one, I think if we look at the food, we could say it's a seafood restaurant. That's going to be a good choice. Then have a look at the room. Is it a good room? Nice room? Wow, it looks really nice. Japanese style as well. So maybe you could describe this as a expensive restaurant. 高いレストラン. Or you could call it a traditional Japanese restaurant. 伝統的な日本風のレストラン. These are all good ways to say. What are they eating? I think they're eating, this is shrimp, which is ebi, perhaps, or maybe it's crab, which is kani. But either way, we can call this seafood. Okay. Next, this is a challenge for you guys. This item, mentaiko, if you had to explain this to a foreign Filipino partner, how would you say? 明太子をフィリピンの方に説明する必要があったとしたら、どうやって英語を使って、伝えようとする？ Okay, so what is 明太子？つまり、明太子とは何だ？簡単に考えましょう。要するに、たくさんの魚の卵。たくさんのちっちゃいな魚の卵。なので、英語では、卵。We know we have eggs. 魚。fish. たくさん。many. lots of. と両方大丈夫。And so basically we could say like, it's many small fish eggs sausage とか、その風に伝えることができるんじゃないですか？ How about the flavor? 味はどうですか？ Okay, so 要するにちょっと辛いって言いたい。辛いの英語は That's right. Spicy. So you could say like, taste spicy. でも、spicy っていう言葉を思い浮かべないときはどうすればいいんですか？どんな感覚、どんな、食感じゃないけど、とにかく、なんかちょっと熱いでしょ。なので、very hot, taste とか言ったら通じると思います。Alright, let's look at our next one. And next food is this. Okura. How could you explain this to a Filipino partner? これを海外の方にどうやって推示させられるんでしょうか？ Okay, so what is okura? I would say, first from image, you could say it's like a cucumber. で、これで、きゅうりのようなもの。きゅうりに見えるもの。And then we got image coming up. What about flavor? 今回は苦い。Does anybody know 苦い English? 苦い in English is bitter. Bitter. でも知らない人が多いと思います。で、この場合、どうやって苦い bitter を伝えられるかな？まあ、これは要するにまずい味でしょう。なので、bad taste を言って、それで大体通じることができます。Okay, let's go to the next one. And before I say this, actually 直訳は存在する。直訳は bitter melon と言うんだけど、これメロンに見える？全然見えないので説明した方がいいと思う。Alright, one more. Let's have a look. What is this? That's right. This is pizzaman. How can we explain pizzaman to a Filipino person? Okay, so pizzaman. How can we explain it? Can you say it's like a pizza? まあ、ある程度は通じるかもしれないんだけど、ちょっと違うよね。So you could say it tastes like pizza. 味はピッツァに似てる。That's gonna be good. How about the outer part? Is it rice? No. Is it bread? Actually, no. What is this? In English, we would call this something like a dumpling, which is a little bit hard. I think maybe is it like oyaki in Japanese, but I don't know. Anyway, 通じることはあまりないと、いや、ダンプリングを思いつくことはないと思うので、maybe you can use it's like bread. パンのようなものでできている。And that's gonna get across. If you talk about the shape, you could say it's like a circle or a ball. で、bun. It's like a bun っていうのが一番 通じるんじゃないですか。So like this, we can kind of think a little bit flexibly about how to get the message across. ちょっと柔軟的に考えて、なんとか通じることができます。Okay, let's talk about today's homework task. 今日の宿題。So if you go to our course website and you click on this page, 食事レストランを紹介する課題。You can see examples. So this is my New Zealand food and this is my New Zealand restaurant. When you start this, you need to write first search on Google. まず、Google などで探して、and then choose one food and one restaurant to write about, and you would write down here. この、一つの食事と一つのレストランを来週に、Zoom セッションで紹介します。なので、今回の宿題の準備タスクになります。Once you're done writing your script, it might be useful to look up the pronunciation for some words. 書き終わったら、発音を調べる、必要があるかもしれない。For example, this time we learned this pronunciation is a little bit different to Japanese. So let's copy this word and let's open the website called polvo.com. このウェブサイトは、発音の辞書みたいなものになってる。Put your word in here and search under pronunciation, and you can click over here to hear different pronunciations of. If we click on English over here and we click on here,
Dessert.
we can hear very clearly. If we want to hear a woman,
Dessert.
there we go. If we want to practice with American instead, we can click.
Dessert.
Or this guy over here.
Dessert.
Now let's try search for another word. This time let's try candy, which is okashi. Let's click over here and let's listen.
Candy.
Oh, this is a British version. How about American version?
Candy.
Okay, it's a little bit different. Interesting. このリソースを使っていろんな、言葉の発音を調べることができて、それで自分の発音も練習できます。この風に。
Candy. Candy.
candy,
Candy.
candy,
Candy.
candy で、何回も繰り返して合わせようとすることで自分の発音を、上達させることができます。This website is forvo.com ぜひ使ってみてください。One more homework task もう一つの宿題は、先週の宿題の、暗記の学習を提出すること。So what we can do is we open 暗記このアプリを開いて and we click on the 統計 section over here 統計をそうすることで、この画面が出てきます。で、学習についていろいろな情報がありますが、この学習のところに、興味があります。この辺に行くと、you can see a lot of information about your recent study. そう。今日はこの枚数、昨日は200 300とか、you can see how much you have studied. So I want you guys to show me this info. この情報を私に送ってほしい。How do we do that? By taking a screenshot. 縮小を取ることで、できます。If we press the Shift key, the Windows key, and the S key, a screen like this appears, and we can, just like this, 他の方法を Snipping Tool このアプリを開いて、New で同じ風に、で、we're gonna save で、どこかに保存します。Okay? After that, we're gonna go to our school website, and we're gonna go to 暗記学習縮小提出 We're gonna open this up, and we're gonna go ahead and attach the file. That's gonna be a homework in that way. Lastly, let's add our new Anki deck for this week. 最後に新しい暗記デック追加しましょう。So we are going to come to Anki deck week 2. We're gonna start with 開始. And over here we can see there's a little attachment on the left. ここに添付ファイル資料がある。If we open this, we get this file, and we can see Anki is open. We're going to click on here and save this down here. And then we're going to click over here. これ開いて、で、そうすることで、Anki のところにこのインポートのオプションが出来上がって、で、ここが、セットしてるか確認して、インポートをしたら、新しいカードが出てきます。で、ここで一般とレストランの両方が出てきました。Okay. That's gonna be that job. Our final task for today is we're gonna come back to our course page and go to listen to 振り返り. This is gonna be a reflection on our class today. So you can write about today's lesson, consider some of these questions. こういった質問をきっかけにして、アイディアにして、今回の授業の振り返りをしましょう。 Alright, that's the end of today's class. Don't forget about the English presentation contest coming up. See you next time.